Democratic Alliance at some point was governing Johannesburg, and so people of Johannesburg would say we have not really seen much changes. And I suppose you will argue that it was in a coalition, perhaps that did not make things easy for you. As you are acknowledging that another coalition is likely to happen, and Helen Zille was accused of being obstinate or arrogant in the manner that she was dealing with other people who were, or parties who were in that coalition in Johannesburg. What will be different this time around?
Look, what will be different this time around is, Helen Zille wasn't part of running the Joburg at that time, so that is a fair point. But also, there were lessons learned, through that experience of governing Joburg through a coalition. And in fairness, some of the people who were from the leadership of the Democratic Alliance at that time, it was their first opportunity in government, and that is difficult on its own, and add to it the burden of running a coalition. And we believe that those lessons and the experience of Helen will now serve us in good stead in being much more aware of the dynamics that are involved in running a successful coalition, in enhancing the stability, and in making sure, which was one of the shortfalls of the previous coalition, was there was a coalition agreement without a core set of values and commitment, other than saying let's get the numbers and govern together. And this time around, that will be the difference.
All right. I understand that you are going for an elective conference as the DA sometime next year in April. What does that mean now that Helen Zille has been announced as the mayoral candidate, also in view of the fact that she's holding what I understand to be a full-time position in the party currently?
Yeah, she stays in that role. She's still a candidate. There are office bearers currently in the elected leadership who have positions in government. And ultimately, at the next Congress, the delegates will decide the direction that the party ought to take. But having responsibility or additional responsibility in the party or in government does not and should not prejudice anyone into contesting for political office. We are an organization of internal democracy.